Albuquerque police have eliminated one of the people they were looking at in the West Mesa murders. Ron Irwin, a Missouri photographer whose home and business were raided by FBI agents and APD detectives last year, is no longer a person of interest. Here's News 13's Amanda Goodman.
Well, Dick, this is the first time APD has ever said Irwin was officially being looked at in this case. Now they're saying he's not being investigated anymore, and that's actually a good thing for their case. A joint FBI-APD raid of Ron Irwin's homes and business in Joplin, Missouri last August set off a flurry of suspicion. Could this be the West Mesa serial killer? Irwin's mother told News 13 he used to visit Albuquerque a couple of times a year, but stopped right around the time the last victim disappeared in 2005. Albuquerque police never officially named 58-year-old Irwin, or anyone else for that matter, as a suspect. Today, APD confirmed Irwin was being looked at in connection with the case, but not anymore.
We have been able to determine that Ron Irwin was not here in Albuquerque at certain times of our investigation. So at this point, he's no longer a viable suspect.
APD is still not saying why Irwin was being investigated to begin with, and the search warrants in the case are sealed. The one thing investigators are saying is that even though Irwin has been eliminated as a person of interest, he's not completely off their radar.
That doesn't mean that he couldn't be put back in our process as like a possible person of interest, depending on, if we had new information that came to us or anyone else came forward that we're able to put him as a person of interest.
With Irwin out for now, that leaves at least one other potential person of interest. Sources tell News 13 that person is Lorenzo Montoya. He's being looked at because in 2006, police say Montoya strangled a prostitute in his South Valley home. Montoya was later killed by the girl's pimp. 3 years later, the bodies of 11 women were found buried on the West Mesa. Police say all the women vanished before Montoya was killed. APD won't comment on whether or not they're looking at Montoya, but investigators did say clearing Irwin helps their case.
When we can eliminate people from our case, that helps our case go forward to look at other possible suspects.
And Irwin told a Joplin newspaper he doesn't know why Albuquerque detectives were looking at him in connection with this case. We tried setting up an interview with Irwin through his lawyer, but they've not gotten back to us yet. Dick?
All right, Amanda, APD says detectives are still very much working leads and following tips.